Fellas, defense had a little bit of a problem stopping them in the first half. Second half, light came on. What did Clayton say to you guys at halftime?
Well, he just came to us and, told us to play our game. We were doing a lot of things that on the back end that we really shouldn't have been doing. We were kind of overthinking a little bit, I feel like, and we weren't playing our game. So he basically just told us, settle down and play our game and do what we are coached to do and what we know to do.
For either of you guys, Coach Beamer said he thought that the defense in the first half seemed a little bit lethargic, kind of going off of that. I mean, is that what you guys sensed, or what could you maybe point to for, a reason why maybe you came out that way defensively tonight?
Oh, me? Can you repeat the question? Sorry about that.
Yeah, Shane Beamer said he thought defensively just things looked a little lethargic to start off before the second half. Is there anything you can point to for that, or any reason why you think things were maybe that way to start off defensively tonight?
No, I think we just started off slow, when we went into halftime, we just made some adjustments and we came out and played better football.
Piggyback off that, I'll just say, I felt like we didn't really get off the field in times when we were supposed to get off the field, and we didn't capitalize on making plays when we were supposed to make the plays. I feel like we were in the right position a lot of the times, but you just gotta make those plays, and get off the field when it's time to get off the field, and we didn't do that in the first half. So.
Hey guys. Can you guys kind of take me through that series y'all had at the beginning of the third quarter where it was, Gilbert started off with the sack, and then it was, interception, back to back, What first, Gilbert, how did that first sack feel for you after you'd been so close to it all night? And then Brad getting that interception, and then for both of you to see that second one for DQ come through, just what was that series of plays like?
I went into halftime and I kind of was a little down on myself because I missed a couple in the first half. So I went into the third quarter, just erased those out my head and just tried to keep playing better ball. So I went out there and then thankfully I made a move and got my first one. It felt really nice.
Brandon, talk about the interception.
We always talk about on defense, plays, they come in bunches, especially turnovers and stuff. So just with Gil making that play, boosting our momentum on defense for a good start coming out of halftime, I think that just added fuel to the fire. And when we attacked the field, I remember me and Zach were talking on the sideline, and I told him, I was like, look, we got to get off the field. He told me, he was like, we need a 3 and out, and I was like, look, we need the ball back. So he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go get him, and I'm gonna tackle him, and you punch it out. And that's not how it worked out, but hey, we ended up getting the ball back. So, speak things into existence, power of the tongue.
This is mostly for Brad, but Gilbert, if you've got an answer too, it seemed like they popped maybe 3-4 screens on you. Was there something that they were doing on those that kind of got you out of sorts or got you out of position in particular?
I wouldn't say specifically. It might have just been, I think it was maybe the play call and sorts. So maybe we might have had a specific blitz or a different type of coverage to where I might have been responsible for somebody else other than the running back or the tight end or whoever at the time was running that screenplay. I feel like,
For Brad, you mentioned you felt like you were kind of overthinking things in the first half. What does it feel like to maybe not overthink things and just go out and play? And do you feel like you were doing that more in the second half once those plays you mentioned started coming?
I wouldn't say me specifically was overthinking, but I feel like us as a defense, we were kind of maybe overthinking a little bit. And in that aspect is just really just, like I said, us not making the plays when they're there. So we make the plays in practice all the time, and it's kind of second nature. But I feel like we were just overthinking in the sense that when the plays were there, we were letting them slip through our hands, So I kind of label that as overthinking and not just trusting your instincts and making that play. But I feel like in the second half, like you said, I feel like in the second half we were able to play our game, play off instincts and not really overthink in the way that we were doing in the first quarter, first half, and we were able to let loose and have fun, and that's when plays start to be made.
Brad, did you think you scored?
I'm not gonna lie, I did at first. I thought it was close, but then I looked up and seen the power line. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not even close. But I got close though, and the offense scored. So hey,
And I guess you mentioned kind of seeing those plays snowball a little bit. I guess just how, I guess, first of all, I know after a couple of games when you guys weren't necessarily getting those picks and things, I guess, how nice is it to see that actually happen, for one? And two, what's it like to be able to set up the offense short field and things like that? And I guess, eventually, hopefully get you a touchdown at some point, too.
Yeah, it's nice to see those things start to fall into place, man, because you work so hard for them, and you talk about them a lot. You practice it, so you really want to see those things manifest in the game where it actually counts. So to see it actually start to manifest itself and starting with me and then DQ, and able to see those turnovers play out in the game, it was nice. And then to set up the offense and allow them to make even more plays that they were already making tonight, to put them in a position to where they can make more plays. It felt good. So.
Thanks for these guys. Good. Thanks a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.